The 7 must-know hacks to make you 10 pounds slimmer right away. If you're new to my channel, or if you're thinking, well, you look like a skinny person, that's only true to a degree. Even though I am overall slender, I do have a round and fleshy face. I tend to gain weight in my midsection, so that makes me easy to come across as heavier than I am. These are the tips and tricks I am using every day. If you're petite, click the link down below to download my free ebook, The Short and Curvy Capsule Wardrobe. And if you happen to have a bigger chest, make sure you stay till the end. I'm gonna talk about the #1 thing you should be paying attention to instantly make you look more slender in any outfit. You don't wanna miss that. So I'm gonna start with number 7, use dark colors. That is nothing new, you already know that. But how are you doing it? That is my question for you. For example, I love this longer vest. This is one of the very on-trend items for the season. The waist cinching design is very flattering. But if my goal is to slim down my midsection, then this outfit itself is not serving the purpose. Because I'm pairing it with a lighter color bottom, the beige pants is actually gonna make you notice more of this area, and that's the opposite of what I want. So I'm gonna switch to darker color pants. Do you see how big a difference this makes? Whatever area in your body that you want to look more slimmer, you want to use dark colors in that specific area. And by the way, this has turned into an all black outfit. That itself is gonna make you look more stylish because you look more put together when you wear one color from head to toe. Then what you can also do is to wear a brighter color, a lighter color on top and a darker bottom. So now all the focus is going upwards and nobody's gonna notice anything from here and downwards. Our hack number 6 is still about dark colors, but this time, let's talk about layering. Layering is pretty much a big headache for any women, especially when you want to look more slender, then you gotta be layering more strategically. What I have noticed work the most is to wear a lighter color on top, and underneath you wear darker colors, and to make it more effective you want to wear a monochrome top and bottom under layer, and this is the most effective way to immediately make you look more slender in any of your layers. I'm just using black as an example, but you get what I'm saying. You can use any other shades. As long as you're darker, you're gonna get very similar result. The next couple hacks, we're gonna talk about white pieces, how to make you look more slimmer in whites. Summer whites, my favorite. But really, whites are worn year-round, so these tips and tricks apply to any season. I'm gonna start with this little white knit top. This is one of my recent purchases from Amazon. I just did a big Amazon haul, by the way. If you missed that, the link is down below. Even though I love this top, super versatile, I do need to be very selective how I'm gonna style it. So if I wear it like this, it's not slimming. In general, knit tops tend to be like this because they hug your body, so they tend to be a little clingy. But I still love them. They're so versatile and super cute. So let's just figure out how to make them work. This is not working because I'm pairing it with a slender fit white denim. Now this combination, the top and the bottom both are tighter fit. So now you're gonna notice more about my stomach. Now what I'm gonna do is to change the bottom. I'm gonna keep it as a white outfit, but I'm switching to an A-line skirt. What a difference this makes. Even though both are all white outfits, this outfit now no longer cling in the bottom, and that's exactly where I don't want anybody to pay attention to. So even though my top is still tight, but my bottom has loosened up. So now this is a much more balanced silhouette and therefore a lot more accommodating. Our tip number 4 is about white dresses. We all love a good white dress for the warm weather, for summer, for beach. The key is to look for the right shape. In my closet, what you will find, almost all my dresses are this one shape, and that is the fade and flare. So this little white dress I got from Amazon, I'm actually wearing the same dress but in black color. I liked it so much I went back and got both colors. When your dress is fade and flare, the shape itself is gonna give you a waist cinching effect, and that is absolutely critical because in order to look more slender you have to show your waist, and a lot of us do not naturally have a waist definition. For example, myself. If your body is going straight up and down like myself, you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. Even when you're most skinny, you do not have a waist definition. That's why we need fit and flare dresses to make it look like we do and therefore make us look more slender. Our tip number 3 is about white denim. I love white jeans, but what I noticed is anytime when I'm getting jeans in white color, they all seem to be a little tighter compared with the same size in other colors. I actually have been sizing up when it comes to white color jeans because I would rather it fits a little looser, especially in the tummy area, than they fit too tight. If they're too tight, they are not gonna make you look slimmer. They're only gonna make you look like your jeans is one size too small, even though you are actually wearing the right size. How they look in the legs is also going to make a very big difference on how they're going to look on you. This pair is from Levi's. It's a straight leg shape, but it's a little wider. It's not quite as wide as wide leg jeans, but these are wider than my other straight leg jeans. So this is a kind of white denim that I found most slimming. And this pair is from Gap. This is also straight leg, but because they're narrower, so they look very different than my Levi's. If you have a pair of white denim like this, what I showed you earlier is what not to do. You don't want to wear a tighter fit top. What you want to do is to wear a relaxed fit top. For example, button-down shirt. Because the shirt is not clingy, it's not showing my tummy, and that itself is gonna make you look more slender. And now in comparison, it also makes the entire outfit look more relaxed and therefore look more effortless. Here's a bonus tip for you. If your jeans is already narrow fitted or a little tighter like this, and if you pair this with heels, especially higher stilettos, it can look out of balance. Even though I am 100% heels kind of girl, most of the time I'm going for heels because that makes me look taller. But with this kind of jeans, I actually noticed it work better with flat shoes. For example, loafers are my favorite. Our tip number 2 is about fabrics. This is probably the least talked about. Most women know to pay attention to the color and the cut, but fabrics, not so much. But they can actually make a very big difference. For example, this little white vest. Compared with a white knit top, this little vest is way easier to make you look slimmer. And the main reason is because of fabrics. The fabrics for the vest is stiffer, so that makes it hold its shape, and that's exactly what makes you look more slender. On the other hand, the kind of fabrics that's actually gonna make you look heavier than you are those super stretchy because they don't have much weight, so they have to be clinging onto your body. Jersey fabrics is one of the examples, and this used to be my favorite because they're so stretchy, they feel very comfy. If you happen to be curvy, you carry more weight in any area of your body, do not reach for the most stretchy fabrics. You actually need more stiff fabrics to make you look more slender. Now we're down to tip number 1. This is so important, especially for those of you plus size or generally curvy, or maybe you have a bigger chest, or maybe you're just like me with a flashy face. Here's the number 1 thing that's gonna immediately make you look slender. Your neckline. You want to go for necklines that open up this whole area. You want to show your neck and you want to show your collarbones. Any neckline that shows these places are not only gonna make you look more feminine because these are very attractive places of your body, but also they have a major slimming effect. Like this neckline, I'm right now wearing it as a boat neck, but I can also pull it down. So now it becomes off the shoulder, so now it's showing more of my skin. But you can also go for V neckline, sweetheart neckline, any neckline that is opening up this area. Wow, congratulations! I'm so glad you have finished the entire video. On my channel, I talk a lot about how to dress for your height, how to dress for your specific, unique body shape. So make sure you have signed up for my newsletter and receive my free weekly styling tip to your inbox. I will see you in the next video.